Excuse me, I think that's a challenge to make a home for Kate. You don't know who Kate is by any chance, do you?
No.
You don't know? Oh, thanks anyway. Bye. Excuse me, look. You don't happen to know anyone called Kate who needs a new home, do you?
No, sorry.
Okay, thanks anyway. See ya. Bye. Excuse me. Excuse me, Great Dane. You're not Kate, are you? Are you? No, I guess not then. Excuse me. You don't happen to have a friend called Kate who needs a new home, do you?
Yes, I do, Michaela, and this is the start of your challenge.
And what Michaela doesn't know is that she'll also be building a large shark tank ready for the opening of Britain's latest centre for sea life.
Now, what I'm here to do is collect bits and pieces off the beach for Kate's new home. So if you give me a hand, and I'll show you what to do. You get inside the rock.
Is Kate a fish?
No, she isn't, but you'll find out in good time.
What do I do?
Okay, well, if you look for a nice rock like this one, and then we'll put them in the bucket.
Can we take any of them?
Well, no, you must be very careful. Make sure there's no life on the rocks.
Oh, there is on that
there's
one.
a bit of life there. This is a sea anemone.
Yeah.
We'll take this with us because that'll look nice in Kate's new home. But always be very careful. If there's any more life, just put the rock back nice and carefully where you found it. That's a good one. Okay, that should do it.
That's all we need?
Yeah, so let's go.
Okay. Where are we going? Well, can't you tell me?
No, I can't tell you yet.
To look after creatures successfully, we need to know as much as possible about them and the conditions that they like to live in. These jellyfish, they live near the surface of the sea, which is warmer, so this tank is at 18 degrees centigrade. They also feed on plankton at the surface, so we actually grow our plankton here and feed it to them daily. The catfish is a creature which likes to live very deep down in the sea, so we cool the tank down to around 6 degrees centigrade and feed it on a different diet of crab and squid and mackerel. But the most important thing for all the creatures here is the seawater, and we get that straight from the sea. The water is pumped straight from the sea through an underground pipeline into this 50,000 litre tank. The water at times can be quite dirty and murky, so we treat it to make sure it's clean and safe for the fish and other creatures. Coming into the centre, the water goes through a system of filters. Now, the main type of filter that we use is called the crushed shell bed. This bed actually helps purify the water, and what's happening is the water's being drawn through it and it's being pushed up again by this air. Also on the bed are the natural bacteria which grows, which help break down any fish waste products that are given off.
The sea creatures also need oxygen to survive. In their natural environment, this oxygen will come from the plants in the sea. It's not possible to grow enough plants in these tanks, so the air bubbling through the water also provides the oxygen that the creatures need. By keeping the water constantly on the move, this also stops it becoming stagnant.
Okay, Paddy, so what's this got to do with Kate's home?
Okay, right, what we're going to do in here is build a home for Kate with the rocks we collected from the beach. And this is a very natural environment for her to live in. So if I give you the rocks, you can start to build it.
What is Kate then? Is she some sort of mermaid or something?
No, she isn't. She isn't. Mermaids don't live in tank this size, I'm afraid.
And what's all the wave thing about?
Well, this is a natural wave effect we try and create, especially for the sea anemones and small fish that live on the shoreline. And well, what Kate is, she'll like this kind of environment as well.
I know what Kate is. She's an LA surfing babe.
No, I'm afraid she isn't. No. The waves are too small and here for that.
Well, it's a good try anyway.
That's right.
So that one goes on top, does it?
Yeah, if you put this on top like a roof, that might give you a clue. Okay, that should be ideal. Yeah.
Come on then, what is Kate?
All right, I'll let you in on the secret. I'll go and show you who she is now. There she is, there.
Oh, so that's Kate?
Yeah.
Kate's a lobster.
Right, let's go and fish her out.
Up here then?
Yeah, let's go upstairs. Right, here we are. This is Kate's tank. You can see her just down there on the bottom.
I guess we need this, don't
Yeah,
we?
you need to net her out.
Right.
Okay, nice and careful.
In there. Hey, got her in one.
That was easy
Brilliant.
enough.
Will she be all right out of the water?
Yeah, she'll be fine if you just... There's only a few paces to her new home anyway, so if you hold her gently behind the head so claws can't come down and lift her.
Well, I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm afraid you are.
Thanks, Paddy.
Part of the challenge.
Oh,
There she is.
too difficult, was it?
Okay, I'll let you go past first.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Kate, moving in time. 1 bedroom flat, ground floor, nice out view. There you go.
Looks excellent. Yeah.
Oh, this is moving in nicely.
Very,
Happy, Kate.
very comfortable.
Is that all you have to do?
I'm afraid not. No, this is one environment that suits Kate. But around the centre we've got lots of different types of environments that suit different types of animals that live in the sea. You want to go and find Cathy. She'll show you a lot more different environments that we have here at the centre.
Cathy designs and builds the tanks for centres all over Britain. Each of these buildings contain an underwater world, made to be as natural as possible for the different sea creatures.
This is the sandy seabed. So what have we got in here? There's lots of different sorts of rays, and they're all from around local waters. There's spider crab over there. Dogfish, yeah. Some tub gurnards over there.
So how is this environment suited to these particular fish?
They like to skim about and they sit on the bottom. That's why it's a flat, sandy seabed.
So that's the sandy seabed. Where to next?
I'd like to show you a special environment, and that's in another centre in Weston-super-Mare.
Oh, okay. Cathy, you said it was going to be round the corner. That was forever.
Yeah, it's about a couple of hours' drive. And this is the building site.
It's a building site.
Certainly is. It's a building site.
Fine. Something tells me I haven't quite been told everything. Right, ready?
Yep, let's go.
But it's got a nice sunny outlook, Cathy. What's it going to be?
Well, this is going to be the restaurant.
Oh, so just a little bit of work to do then?
Yeah, just a little bit. This is the tunnel that goes through the ocean tank.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, the entrance we want's the other side.
Okay.
Okay, this is the ocean tank, and your challenge is to help us finish it before the opening date.
I've got to help you finish this.
Yeah, you certainly have.
Oh, we've got a lot of time because there seems an enormous amount still to
There's
do.
not much time, but there's lots of cement to go on the walls and coloured resin. The tank's got to be sealed, all sorts.
Where do we start?
We'll start over here by making the rocks.
Right, I've got it. What do I do now?
You need to work it into the wire.
Yeah.
Use that part of your hand. It's easier. Back of your
my
hand.
hand. Okay. I'm glad the wire's done because that looks quite hard to do that bit. How do you do that bit?
Well, it's not too bad, but you tend to get your hands like pincushions in the end. It's quite flexible, really, and then it gets attached.
You
by
just
this
attach
wire.
it to whatever shapes you want.
Yeah, you just bend it around into all sorts.
What is in this stuff?
It's sand and cement, and then it's got various additives to make it sticky.
What are all these little bits sticking out? They look like hairs.
That's fiberglass strands, and without that, it will fall straight through the wire.
So how long do you reckon it would take to do all this bit?
It's just this bit here.
Yeah.
Quarter of an hour.
Take me about a quarter of an hour to get just this bit right, I think.
Michaela was right. An hour later, and she still hadn't reached the top.
Cathy, what are these pipes for up here?
That's the filtration system. If you come down the ladder, I'll show you how it works.
Okay, that's stick. Stay. So are these going to be connected to there, Cathy?
Yeah, that's right. They go onto the stubs.
And how does it all work?
Well, from this end, water gets pulled along this pipe, up the main pipes, and in there, air gets mixed with the water. And then these pipes spit the water back out with air mixed to it.
So once this is full of water, what sort of fish will be put into the tank?
Lots of different species. There's a lot of space here, so you want fish that are going to shoal.
What, things like mackerel that can just use the space to swim round and round?
Yeah, mackerel, sea bream, bass, they all love these open spaces.
Once all this is done and it's painted over and all the bits and pieces are done there, and you've got the seabed put in and it's sealed up, then the water comes in, and that takes 2 days. It then has to be left for a whole week to settle before the fish can be put in, before the whole place is opened. There's an awful lot to do before any of that happens, so I think I better get on.
This empty concrete cage offers no stimulation for this poor bear. A very bad example of how not to look after an animal. It needn't be like that. At this good zoo, they don't just want to keep these bears alive and healthy, they're putting more effort into making sure the animals have full and varied lives. Nowadays, most people who look after wild animals accept that they experience emotions. They can be unhappy, bored, frustrated, or frightened. So it's important that they're allowed to behave as much as possible as they would in the wild. The habitat you create for them is all important. You'd not guess, but this rainforest is in the middle of New York. In this enclosure, it rains twice a day, and the humidity is the same as the jungle, just the kind of weather these animals are used to. A zoo offers us close encounters with wild animals that we wouldn't otherwise see. They give us a chance to learn and so care about their lives. The continuing challenge to the world's zoos is for them to find the best possible ways to create the right environments for the animals in their care.
Well, the ocean tank in Weston-super-Mare is finished now, and although I say so myself, it looks pretty good, but it's missing one vital ingredient, and that's fish. So I've been sent back down to the Weymouth Centre, told to wear these very attractive waders and find someone called Robin.
Hello, I'm here.
Oh, you're Robin?
Yep.
What have I got to do then?
Well, we've got a lot of fish to take. First of all, I think if you could grab the net, we're going to put these rays in a tank on the lorry, which is down the other end. That's a good size. He looks okay.
Take it onto the lorry?
Yep, that'll be good.
Okay, here we go. There you go. Okay, what next?
Good, next one.
What are all these fish in the tanks for?
Well, we breed the fish here for other centres, all the centres in Britain and abroad.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm standing in a tank full of sharks, and my next challenge is to try and catch one. Robin, which one?
Well, there's some good ones here. There's one here we should get. Yeah, got him.
If you hold that, I'll clamber out. Thanks. Here we go, shark. Okay, there you go.
Well, we've got one more to do.
One
still,
more.
haven't
Well, that's all the fish loaded up. All we've got to do now is drive 2.5 hours to Weston-super-Mare. Okay, Robin, let's go. Well, we're here. Gotta get the fish out as quickly as possible. Oh. Wow, that's heavy. Will they just swim out?
Just to get them used to it a bit.
Hello? Hello? It's your new home. Go and explore.
Off you go, there's your mates.
And then it was the shark's turn.
Right, going to handle this one, this shark.
I've got to handle a shark.
Yep.
That's a first.
Here we... You ready?
Yep. Is he okay?
Hold under the head, that's it.
Oh,
Sorry.
there we go. In you go. Whoa. He was keen to get away, wasn't he?
Eventually, the tank was finished. Even though the tank is finished, the fish will still need constant care. The right mix of food has to be put into the tank so all the different sea creatures get enough to eat. Any uneaten fish food and fish waste has to be removed. When the young are born, they have to be removed from the tank to stop them being eaten by the other fish. Many animals are facing extinction, mainly due to their natural habitat being destroyed. For example, the golden lion tamarin. In 1980, their numbers dropped to 75. The Mauritius kestrel. In 1970, there were only 4 left. The Arabian oryx. In 1972, there were none left in the wild. Good zoos throughout the world play an important role in protecting threatened animals, breeding them, and releasing them back into the wild. So at least 500 golden lion tamarin have been reintroduced, over 200 Mauritius kestrel, and 250 Arabian oryx. Thousands of other endangered animals live in the world's zoos. Without this protection, they would have been lost. The day of the grand opening.
Several of Michaela's television colleagues have preceded her in performing opening ceremonies for sea life centres. But she will have the distinction of being the first special guest who has also helped build it.
Tobias, happy birthday. How old are you? 12. Happy birthday. Today I'm delighted to be opening the centre. I think they've done a marvellous job, and it's such a fantastic location to have it on as well, this being the first pier to be built in 85 years, is that correct? And so I won't waffle on anymore. I'll get Tobias up, as it's his birthday, to come and pull the cord and open it officially. Well done. Well, I think everything's ready up there. I've done the official opening. One challenge left, and that's to let the public in. Okay, everyone? Off you go! Enjoy it! Do you know, all this started out as the challenge to make a new home for Kate the lobster. And now I've made a new home for Steve the stingray, Nessie the nurse hound, Carol the cod, Gary the goat.